3 million tomatoes come to this factory every day. They turn into ketchup and sauce. But here's the secret. This tomato factory uses robots and lasers. No person touches your sauce. Today, you're going inside for a factory tour. You'll see how it's made from start to finish. You'll watch the food processing happen. Big machines, hot cooking pots, super fast robots, and one secret ingredient. But first, you need to see where the tomatoes come from. What happens next will shock you. Step 1. The harvest, where it all begins. Every tomato starts on a farm in California. Big fields full of red tomatoes. Nobody picks these by hand. Giant machines do all the work. Look at this harvester. It's huge. It costs $2 million. It picks 25 tons of tomatoes every hour. The machine knows which tomatoes are ready. Special sensors check the color. Red means pick it. Green means leave it. Workers sit inside and watch computers. The machine shakes the plants. Tomatoes fall onto belts inside the harvester. Easy and fast. Here's the crazy part. The tomatoes must get to the tomato factory in 6 hours. Fresh tomatoes make better sauce. The clock starts when they're picked. Big trucks wait at the farm. Each truck holds 50,000 pounds of tomatoes. That's 25 tons. Workers dump tomatoes from the harvester into the trucks. This is the farm-to-table journey. It starts in the dirt, under the sun. One tomato factory makes sauce from 3 million tomatoes every day. That's a lot of ketchup. The trucks drive to the factory. Tomatoes bounce around inside. The factory is waiting and ready. These fresh tomatoes are about to see something wild. Wait until you watch what the factory does to them first. Step 2. Washing and sorting. The cleaning process. Trucks arrive at the tomato factory. Doors open. Tomatoes pour out like a red waterfall. They fall into huge water channels. This is where food processing starts. The water channels are 100 feet long. Tomatoes float like a red river. The factory uses 50,000 gallons of water every hour. The water gets cleaned and used again. Watch the tomatoes go through spinning brushes. Water pours over them. Dirt washes off. Leaves float away. Everything gets super clean. Now the automated factory does something cool. Cameras appear above the production line. These cameras are special. They take 400 pictures every second. Every tomato gets its picture taken. Computers look at each picture right away. They check for green spots. They check the size. They find tiny bruises you can't even see. The computer decides in less than 1 second. Bad tomato? A robot arm pushes it away. Good tomato? It keeps moving forward. This is quality control working super fast. Here's what happens behind the scenes. About 8 out of every 100 tomatoes get thrown out. That's 240,000 bad tomatoes every day. One bruise means it's rejected. One green spot means it's out. Workers in white coats watch everything. They look at computer screens, but they don't touch the tomatoes. The automated factory does it all. This sorting system cost $5 million, but it checks 60 tons of tomatoes every hour. People used to do this job. It took 10 times longer. Clean tomatoes move forward. Perfect red tomatoes ready for cooking, but they're about to enter the hottest place in the whole factory. Step 3. Cooking and crushing, turning tomatoes into sauce. Now things get really hot. Welcome to the cooking part of the tomato factory. Giant steel pots stand super tall. Each pot holds 10,000 gallons. That could fill a swimming pool. Tomatoes dump into these big cookers. First, big blades crush the tomatoes. The blades spin really fast at 300 times per minute. Whole tomatoes turn into mush in seconds. Skins break. Seeds come out. Juice flows everywhere. The tomatoes become thick and red. Then the heat turns on. The temperature goes up to exactly 200 degrees. That's really hot but not boiling. Steam shoots out from valves. It's super loud. Workers wear ear protection. This is how it's made into tomato sauce. Heat does 2 important things. First, it kills all the germs. Every bad germ dies. Second, heat makes the tomatoes taste better and richer. Cooking takes exactly 45 minutes. Computers control everything perfectly. Temperature sensors check every second. If it gets too cold, alarms go off. Here's something crazy about this food processing. The production line never stops. It works 24 hours every day, 7 days every week. The factory makes 500 gallons of sauce every 10 minutes. The pots work like giant pressure cookers. Safety valves stop explosions. Workers watch from safe rooms far away. Pipes carry the hot sauce to the next area. The red sauce flows through steel tubes like a river. Tomato sauce and ketchup production need different cooking times. Computers know every recipe. They change things automatically. The sauce is cooked just right, but there's one more secret ingredient that changes everything. Step 4. Mixing and seasoning. The secret recipe. The cooked tomato goes into new tanks, mixing tanks. This is where ketchup production and tomato sauce get their taste. Big paddles start spinning inside the tanks. Each tank holds 5,000 gallons. Now other ingredients start coming through the pipes. First comes salt, then sugar, then vinegar, then special spices. Everything comes from automatic machines. No one measures anything. Computers do all the measuring perfectly. Look at the computer screen. It measures super exactly. Sugar makes it sweet. Some recipes use 4 grams in every spoonful. Vinegar helps it last longer and adds flavor. But here's the big secret behind the scenes. The complete spice recipe is mixed somewhere else. A locked room. It comes in sealed containers that say, secret. Only 3 people in the whole company know the full recipe. The recipe is protected like a treasure. Security cameras monitor the mixing area around the clock. Food manufacturing companies keep their recipes super secret. The ingredients must go in a special order. Order matters a lot. Mix them wrong and it tastes different. The computer follows the recipe perfectly every time. Each batch takes 20 minutes to mix. The paddles swirl the sauce around and around. Everything blends together smoothly. Workers in white coats take samples from every batch. They test it. The sauce must be exactly right for safety. They check the taste. They check how thick it is. They check the color. Some recipes haven't changed in 50 years. The same exact recipe for decades. That's how it's made to taste, just like you remember. Perfect sauce is done. Now watch what happens when millions of bottles need to be filled. Step 5. Bottling and packaging. The final journey. Welcome to the fastest part of the tomato factory, the packaging process area. This is where robots work super fast. Empty bottles come on moving belts. They move at 30 feet per second. They're moving so fast, they're just a blur. Hot sauce pours from pipes above. The sauce goes into bottles at 185 degrees. This high heat kills any germs left. Food safety is super important. Watch the production line work. It fills 600 bottles every minute. That's 10 bottles every second. The speed is amazing. Bottles fill to exactly the right amount. Sensors check the liquid level. Computers fix any mistakes right away. Robot arms grab caps. They put caps on bottles perfectly. Machines twist them with exactly the right tightness. Too loose means it leaks. Too tight means you can't open it. Labels wrap around bottles super fast. Cameras check every bottle. Crooked label, throw it out. Not enough sauce, throw it out. Quality control never stops. More robots grab filled bottles. They put them into boxes. The boxes form by themselves. They fold and tape shut. Everything happens in seconds. One production line makes 36,000 bottles every hour. Most factories run 4 to 6 lines at once. That's over 200,000 bottles per hour. Robots stack boxes on wooden platforms. The stacks go 10 feet high. Forklifts move them to storage. That's the journey from field to bottle inside the tomato factory. You just saw the full factory tour from farm to table, from picking to washing, from cooking to mixing, from bottling to packing. This is how it's made behind the scenes. The tomato factory processes 3 million tomatoes every day using food processing and automated factory robots. Computers and quality control make your tomato sauce and ketchup production happen. Which step was your favorite? Tell us in the comments. Want more food manufacturing secrets? Hit that subscribe button. Next time, we're visiting a chocolate factory. Thanks for watching.